atacó un monstruo fuerte aquella madrugada. Nos atacó un monstruo fuerte que difícil se hizo verte mientras estaba aterrada. Y en mi cama agachada pude reconocer a quien hizo crecer mi fe y sentir protección, pues siento admiración por Dios que me fortalece, pues siento admiración por Dios que me fortalece.
Inmediatamente pasó lo que fue el huracán Irma, después María, que fue corrido, ¿verdad? Uno del otro, pues definitivamente estas primeras semanas fueron difíciles en cuanto a un momento dado, ¿verdad? Fue en términos de la infraestructura y de todo lo que tenía, no, obviamente una infraestructura que estaba débil, una economía que ya estaba afectada y que con estos pasos del huracán pues terminaron más de afectarnos, así que
you can see where mudslides happened from the hurricane. You can see where there's downed bridges that used to be there. Then there were parts of Puerto Rico that looked like a third world country, like something completely removed from the United States, where it's just a disaster zone, and that 2 months later it's still a disaster zone.
yo diría más que meses, quizás años, ¿verdad? Para que Puerto Rico vuelva a ser.
So I'm from Puerto Rico. When I saw that this hurricane had happened, I was really distraught, thinking like, oh my gosh, my family, is everyone okay? And then once I found out that they were okay, and then I was hearing the news, I felt like my happy place is ruined and these happy people are broken. Like, how can this be? You know, I just was needing to see it with my own eyes. So as we're heading up the mountain to Corozal to drop supplies off, we see that there's a detour, and we turned into Burger King. We're talking about how we're gonna go to Corozal because we have these supplies and that we don't really know where we're going. We just have to find this woman named Wendy. All of a sudden, in front of us, this couple turns and they look at us and they said, hey, well, we're going to Corozal. Do you want to follow us? And so the woman's name was Iris and the husband was Alex. And we're like, yes, that'd be amazing. Oh my gosh. So as we're climbing up the mountain to get to Corozal, Alex giving us this tour of like what the experience has been like for people. And it was from somebody who actually lived in that town.
So what people do, they just back up their pickup trucks with the cisterns. They put pipes where the water comes out, and then they fill up their cisterns, and then that's where they get their water. So they will be able to use it at their house or the homes. I don't know, sometimes there'll be like 20 cars just waiting in line to be able to get water. Wow. So they'll fill it up, then the next one will come. And then there's another line of pipes down there that people, they fill up their buckets.
We learned that Alex has been helping in relief efforts all over the mountain.
He has what he needs, so he's able to take time every day, whenever he can, and just go help other people.
We've been asked several times since we've been here, like, how is Puerto Rico? And I think
there's no one
answer.
One street in one neighborhood might have power and water, and then literally the street over, there's still people living on their roofs in a tent. There's other people too that it's like, if they want to go to the bank and get gas, where those things would normally be an afterthought. It would just be this minor detail in a day. Normally, that's this big event now. For example, where we spent Thanksgiving was at my cousin's in-laws' house, and they're up in the mountains, and once the sun goes down, it's dark, and they don't have power, and every 2 days, they have to go and fill up their water cisterns and their buckets and their everything with water. This is just now part of their new normal. They just go about their day in this weird, surreal new normal, but with a smile on their face, like we saw it.
Si nos concentramos las visitas y nuestros ojos y los ojos del ente público en la metro, en la capital, y en algunos otros pueblos que no fueron realmente afectados, pues sí no va a haber crisis. Pero quizás un pueblo que te queda a 15 minutos de donde tú estás está totalmente destrozado.
So we were riding around in the back of this Jeep, and Jason Maddie's at the wheel. He's this veteran who is helping people, rescuing lives up in the mountains.
Mainly we do just the mountainous areas because really that's the people that have been neglected the most.
Right,
and they need the help the most. A lot of elderly up there that can't get down from these remote areas to get to the stores in town. I think what's best, like I enjoy out here seeing people, is like, you know, there's a general feeling like the U.S., the states, or government or whatever let them down. You know, they see kind of us, and it's like, you know, maybe they could see kind of us as, you know, we're wearing American flag hat, and we're, you know, yeah, and we still care about them.
Oh my God.
Some people are in the U.S.
And there's a lot of people down there who said, you know, they hadn't seen anybody. They hadn't seen any help. They hadn't seen any FEMA, any support or anything. And we were there 2 months after the hurricane. Where's the responsibility? Like, where's the sense of, we're gonna take as good of care of you as we would of New York or any other part of the United States? It feels separate, and it feels like these people, because for whatever reason, they're being treated differently. And it isn't fair. And it is really sad. And it is hard to even imagine that happening in the United States without there being mass rioting and just uproar and people saying, this isn't right. We teamed up with Mark Ministries up there in Manatí, who they were doing this awesome job, and they were delivering supplies like food and water to these hardest hit areas.
She said that this one was one of the few that actually stood the storm. A lot of the ones that she knows, people who have other ones, they went, but this one stood.
Wow.
That's cool.
De mi hija Luna, eso ella te lo dio para ti. Y tenemos más, si necesitas algo.
Gracias.
¿Cuántos años tiene ella?
4 y medio.
4 y medio. ¿Y cómo te llamas? Paola. Paola, chóncale. Ay, qué bueno. Yo tengo una niña que tiene 6 años, se llama Vida, y ella es una mamá también. Tiene una hija, ¿cuántos años? How old? 5 years? 5. When I saw that there was this little girl at this house, ran back to the Jeep, and in my bag I had some toys, and there was this pink bunny that was just like I felt like this was meant for this girl. That was definitely one of my favorite moments. So I think the impact that we had, it's not that we came in and saved the day and we had our superhero capes and this wouldn't have happened without us. No, it's happening without us. Just like anyone else. I mean, Puerto Rico is rising up. It's gonna be fine eventually because of their effort, because of their determination, because of their we get knocked down but we get back up again spirit.
Esa primera semana, pues le digo, prácticamente los alcaldes, los mayors, tuvimos que buscar, reinventarnos y buscar ayuda de instituciones sin fines de lucro que se pusieron a la disposición inmediatamente de ayudarnos, y gracias a ellos comenzaron a acercarse gente, a ayudarnos, a darnos la mano, a levantar. Primeramente de la ciudadana. La ciudad se tiró a la calle a ayudarnos en lo que era el abrir las calles, los caminos para que fueran transitables junto a nuestra administración. Se acercó gente como esta organización Marco, ¿verdad?, que dirige el pastor Marco, a ayudarnos con lo que es la repartición de alimentos en todo Manatí, y posteriormente siguieron repartiendo, como pueden ver, a otros pueblos de Puerto Rico.
¿La familia está haciendo esto?
De todo, desde mi mamá, mis hermanos, comenzó mi papá, y luego de la muerte de nuestro padre es que nosotros tomamos la rienda de continuar con este legado. Comienza él desde muy pequeño. Nosotros siempre decimos que cuando nosotros tuvimos 7 años o 8 años, A todos los niños le estaban poniendo un control de Nintendo, Sega. A nosotros nos estaban poniendo un plato de comida para ir a los más necesitados.
The supplies that we were able to buy with the money from donors here in our town of Traverse City, the supplies were actually put to use. We saw them be distributed right home to home to home. So, I mean, it's not going to cure the whole situation, but it is going to offer a healthy, filling meal for a week or something, and that's something.
So I think one of my favorite times that we had was going out in Coruscant with the municipality who had been distributing goods in their town. And what they do is they have boxes of relief food and water, and you basically go out on this big bus and distribute those goods to the people on the ground.
Ya nosotros estamos en el tercer ciclo, ya hemos corrido todos los barrios, todos los sectores, toda cuanto esquinita hay dentro del pueblo. Lo mejor de todo esto es que cuando llegamos, sea con la cajita de agua, con la cajita de comida o una fundita, la gente siempre nos espera y se alegran al vernos llegar.
I absolutely saw the spirit of gratitude in every single person, whether you lost the roof off your house, but at least you're grateful that you have the downstairs, or whether you just lost power for a month or a month and a half, and now you're grateful that you have it. We were humbled by that gratitude. It was absolutely universal. Every single person that we met, without exception, was grateful for what they had and never complained to us for a moment about how they had it, because they know somebody else has it so much worse.
What was really amazing to me was that you have people from all different types of backgrounds. You know, you have a young guy from Illinois, you've got an African American from this area, lots of Puerto Ricans, you know, me, the little white chick, and like people from literally almost every background. It was kind of one of those moments. It gives you hope for a better world.
Que los puertorriqueños tenemos un corazón, un espíritu de lucha grande, fuerte, y nos vamos a levantar, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Y comenzamos desde ahora y nos vamos a...
Say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. It's almost like praying. It's almost like praying. It's almost like praying. It's almost like Cabo Rojo, Corozal, Naguabo, Guaynabo, San Lorenzo y San Germán, San Sebastián y mi viejo San Juan, Isabela, Maricao, Fajardo, Dorado, Hormiguero, Sumacao, Luquillo, Atillo, Vega Baja, Toa Alta, Toa Baja, Mayagüez, otra vez, Aguadilla, Quebradilla, Guayanilla, Juanadía, Cicayey, hey. It's almost like praying. It's almost like praying. It's almost like
Arecibo, Guanica, Culebra, Las Piedras,
Orocovis, Guayama, Gurabo, Maunabo, Aguas Buenas, Salinas, Río Grande, Sabana Grande, Yabucoa, Florida,
Peñuela, Santa Isabel.
hay Naranjito, Barranquitas, Carolina, hay bonito Bayamón, Rincón, Barceloneta, La María, Comerío, Moca, Ponce, Manatí, así. Soft and it's almost like praying.